After working in Uganda for 17 days, building an inclusive school, planting trees, holding education clinics, training teachers working with children, and engaging communities in discussion on gender-based violence, our team decided to take a few days off to enjoy the natural beauty of Uganda. We had just finished working in SOS villages in Fort Portal, so a hike in the Rwenzori Mountains in western Uganda seemed like a good idea. Western Uganda borders the Congo and is a bit more wild than the other parts of the country. Animals, being driven out of their natural habitats, are forced to adapt to the intrusion of human expansion. Our hike up the Mountain of the Moon began well, and the views were spectacular. But soon we learned that our camp was on the other side of this mountain. Down below, near the Congo. It was at this point that we realized that this relaxing hike was going to be over 20 miles. There was no path. Really, there was no path. But there were beautiful flowers. And strange berries that looked particularly inviting after we had given the rest of our food to the hungry children living at the top of the Mountain of the Moon. It wasn't easy, but we eventually slid down the mountain, entering into the forest. The forest was dense, but cool. If the top of the mountain lacked a diverse sampling of plants and animals, the base of the mountain contained all kinds of interesting things. Eventually, we came upon the two hot water springs, the male and the female. Next to one of the springs, we discovered a hut that was used for tribal ceremonial rituals. And after absolutely the best meal ever, where our guide Brian cooked eggs and potatoes in the hot springs, we traveled back into the forest to meet the Batwa tribe. Our guide, Brian, arranged for us to safely meet with the Batwas. We met the tribal leaders, including the king and the director of education. They told us about their lives before they were driven out of the Congo and out of the national park. The Ugandan government allows them to return to the park 1 day per week to hunt. We also learned that they recognized that their traditional education model had to be changed to prepare their children for a changing world that included learning in a classroom. We asked if anyone in their tribe had a disability. We explained this as having problems with their sight or hearing. The director of education explained that he had problems with his vision. When we gave him a pair of glasses to try, his eyes opened wide because he could see clearly. Adults pointed out that some of the children might have problems with their sight or hearing. clearly some of the members would benefit from corrective lenses. We shared our experience of meeting with the Batwas with Carlos students. Alexander Lieb, an honors student, was inspired to embark on a project to collect used prescription glasses for distribution during our next visit. The glasses that were collected were categorized by a vision therapist who also provided tools for assessment. We were grateful to our guide, Brian, who translated our directions and encouraged the Batwas to begin our assessments with the children. The Director of Education explained how the assessment would be conducted. Our team worked together to ensure that the children understood the process. The most exciting aspect was witnessing the children's expressions when they donned the glasses and could see clearly for the first time. Everyone was excited to participate in the process. Teachers knew exactly which children could benefit most from having corrective lenses. Some children needed to try a few different glasses until they found a pair that worked best for them. This young man was so pleased with his new glasses. After we finished checking for nearsighted children, we began to assess children who would benefit from glasses that might help them read. Soon into the process, we were able to communicate without Brian's translation. And everyone was excited whenever we found a match. The king watched over the entire process and thanked us profusely for our gifts. Typical means of earning a living are made by making and selling these products. So of course, we went shopping. The king showed us how to play their indigenous instruments, and we found the perfect pair of glasses for him. Alexandra Lieb will continue her Lens on Uganda project by collecting used prescription glasses for distribution throughout Uganda. Our team will distribute these glasses to other children who will benefit from clearer vision. All of the children pictured here attend an inclusive school in Entebbe and could benefit from glasses. If you have any glasses, please pass them on to us.